Thought I'd share a memory I've shared before related to the Christmas season. Early Merry Christmas to you all. I remember as a boy being so excited, like little lads are excited at Christmas time, and girls were so excited. You remember when you couldn't hardly sleep? The night before, I can remember looking out at all the lights around the top edge of the house, out my bedroom windows, and you know how it goes when it's time to finally go to bed on Christmas Eve. You can't hardly sleep. You sit there, and the more you try to make yourself go to sleep, you can't go to sleep, can you? You're happy. It's a youthful exuberance of a child. It's a wonderful part of life, isn't it? In some ways, we could say it's the best part of life. Certainly is a precious time. Well, anyway, I remember getting up the next day, and of course, you can't hardly wait until you get the presents before you. And we opened up our presents. I couldn't tell you anything that I received that particular Christmas morning, or how old I was at the time. I'm sure I was in elementary school. That's what we called it back then. I was young. My father was still alive, my mother. We opened up all of our presents, and of course, you know, the living room was strewn with all kinds of wrapping paper everywhere. What a wonderful mess that is, isn't it? They're just caught in this whirlwind of gift giving and gift receiving. Of course, as kids, it's all about the receiving, isn't it? That's part of growing up, by the way. As you grow up, the giving overtakes the getting. But when you're young, it's about the receiving and the getting and the opening and all of the anticipation. Well, I remember, as usual, we had a very generous array of gifts, and you just go from one to the next. What a thrill it is. And as time went on, I was looking for this one present that I wanted more than anything else. This little hockey set. You know, where you would maneuver the players on this big rectangular board, you know. You play against somebody and you'd slap this puck around. It was all manual. You know, that was before video games. Can you remember that time? When things were actually manual? I think we've lost something in moving away from the hands-on. Life is physical. It's not all cerebral. It's not all about screens. We lose something when we lose the physical contact with things, with people too, right? Texts aren't the same as phone calls, and phone calls aren't the same as staring into another's eyes. Happy Holidays isn't like Merry Christmas. Well, I didn't get that present. I wanted that hockey set so bad. And I'm sure I was pretty glum and must have said something. And I can remember my dad chuckling off to the side. He had a great sense of humor. I have very few memories of him. Now as I think back, at least they seem like there were pretty few. Not as many as I would have liked. But God brings people into our lives, and He decrees that they pass in their time. Well, he's chuckling off into the corner there, you know. And seemed like he had something up his sleeve, and he mentioned something about the front room closet. In other words, why don't you go take a look there? Did you check everywhere? Of course, I opened it up. Lo and behold, there was that one toy. Oh, I lit up. gifts like a Christmas tree. I was so excited. I ripped that paper off there as fast as I could and laid it out before me. Probably screamed a boyish scream of excitement. What a great thing. My dad laughed. It was the best. When you get that one thing you really want, it's the best. Have you ever found that one thing? When you're a kid, you know it's the best toy. I guess when you get a little older, it's those clothes and that car. Then it becomes that girl, that wife. The one great gift of all is the Lord Jesus. That babe in the manger. That's the great wonder of it all, isn't it? I'm thankful for that gift most of all. Be happy with the real treasure of life. And enjoy this Christmas. God bless you. Peace be to you.